After Xiao Yin had just dealt with the first gatekeeper, at the end of the 3 ghost gates, some sinister plots were waiting for him. At the end, on a towering pavilion reaching into the clouds, a handsome young man sat quietly, twisting 3 colorless orbs in his hands. At this moment, one of the orbs emanated a dense, thunderous power, which was strikingly similar to the gray thunder Xiao Yin possessed. The connection between this and entering the Ghost Gate was yet to be understood. Ancient Heavenly Palace, Son of Heaven, you aid the wicked, and you shall die a terrible death. Suddenly, in the center of the pavilion, a tall figure with countless black chains piercing through its body let out a fierce curse at the handsome man before him. Devourer Spirit King, why speak so harshly? The Xiao clan's power was enormous. Even when it existed, it shook the entire Great Thousand Worlds. It's only natural that countless powerful beings teamed up to hunt them down. Controlling absolute power yet remaining unmoved, that is the source of all evil. But it doesn't matter. Since those who hunted down the Xiao clan refused to show themselves, I don't mind stepping up as their representative. As long as Xiao Yin is erased here, I will get everything I need, and then everything will come to an end. The Demon Emperor, Thunder Lord, and those powerful beings sleeping in the reincarnation sea, even if they wake up, it's too late. The pattern of this world is nearly stable. Why are there still ignorant fools trying to challenge it? The handsome young man smirked, as if everything were under his control. He was exceptionally gifted and now had the help of palace masters and others. Erasing Xiao Yin was as easy as reaching out for him. A bunch of sinister little people. Without the Xiao clan, the entire Great Thousand Worlds would probably have already fallen into the hands of the extraterritorial evil clan. The Devourer Spirit King continued his incessant cursing. Such a foolish old man. You've wasted countless years of life. However, now, you should worry about yourself. Once the 3 ghost gates are broken, your life will come to an end. The Devouring Spirit Clan leader, the supreme power of the 8th reincarnation stage. How delicious do you think such a body and flesh will be? As soon as the handsome young man finished speaking, beneath the Devourer Spirit King's feet, a scorching hell furnace slowly closed in on him. Within it, an ancient creature seemed to be waiting for some kind of command. Xiao Yin broke through the first ghost gate and entered the realm, but did not stay there. His body surged with energy, and he directly moved into the second ghost gate, the Mystic Evil Gate. This was indeed the Hell Realm, but according to Xiao Yin's own observations and probing, it didn't seem like the true Hell Realm. It appeared to be a special space or dimension deep within the Hell Realm, some kind of barrier or seal. With his enormous perception, Xiao Yin could clearly feel the strange energy surrounding him, slowly eating away at his vitality and soul. If he stayed here too long, his strength would be completely consumed. Once his strength was gone, his life would likely become that of a lamb waiting to be slaughtered. The void in the Mystic Evil Gate was filled with an eerie crimson glow, as if everything here had been washed in some kind of blood energy. Quite a formidable opponent. To defeat the first gatekeeper so quickly, I didn't expect that guy to be so easy to beat. As Xiao Yin just entered, a crisp sound of clapping echoed, followed by a mocking voice. Looking up, the void of the world began to ripple, and a strange figure stood suspended in the air. Around him, green bamboo leaves swirled, and the bamboo joints and leaves seemed to protect each other, creating an endless pulse of energy. Above them, there was also a strong, bloodthirsty aura. Would attribute power? Xiao Yin furrowed his brow. The first gate was thunder attribute, and the second was wood attribute. It seemed like these guys were specially designed to challenge him. Moreover, the strength of the person before him was at the peak of the 6th reincarnation stage. Was everything orchestrated on purpose? Bamboo Forest Fong. Without hesitation, the figure before him swiftly launched an overwhelming attack at Xiao Yin. The bamboo joints and leaves surged, forming both an offensive and defensive attack, creating countless illusions that seemed to gain the upper hand. Fire. Sacred flame? What's going on? Seeing his attack, primarily based on sacred flame, strike the opponent, only to be as ineffective as a light breeze, Xiao Yan's eyes were filled with astonishment. It seemed that in this strange space, only specific powers could be used. Could someone be intentionally guiding this? Although his mind was filled with countless doubts, the opponent's attack was so fierce that he could only resolve the issue first before addressing his confusion. With a surge of energy, Xiao took out the top-tier immortal technique given by the nine-tailed demon fox from his imperial flame ring. The brilliant would attribute energy surged from within his body, instantly wrapping around Xiao figure. Just as expected. Seeing Xiao actions, the figure of the opponent seemed to slow down mysteriously, almost as if it was intentionally waiting for Xiao. Divine wood stone realm. A dazzling would attribute halo descended from Xiao body, as vine-like tendrils and trees transformed into incredibly sharp attacks, charging directly at the opponent without holding back. Poof! Even though Xiao mastery over wood attribute energy was not as powerful as his control over fire and thunder attributes, under the effect of this top-tier immortal technique, the opponent's figure acted as if it were a target, allowing Xiao attacks to land and devastate it. The sharp trees and vines ruthlessly pierced through the opponent's body, with crimson blood slowly dripping down. Then, Xiao devouring power surged, completely absorbing all the opponent's life force. Would attribute, ever-growing. Having devoured the opponent's power, Xiao energy was replenished, and even his would attribute strength was enhanced in some way. After dealing with the opponent, Xiao gaze swept across the eerie space, his heart filled with more confusion and unease, the feeling growing stronger by the moment. But after filtering through the soul-devouring talisman and other energies, there was no trace of any harmful or malicious presence. So where was this unease coming from? Unable to trace the source of the unease, but it was undeniably real. He shook his head, trying to clear the unease and doubts from his mind as he moved towards the third gate. Once he defeated the guardian of the third gate, he would finally be able to face one of the masterminds behind the Xiao clan siege. A terrifying killing intent slowly rose from Xiao body. No matter who it was, they would have to pay a heavy price for this. The third gate. As Xiao passed the second gate's obstacle and stepped into the third door, his surroundings suddenly spun, and everything before him brightened. Waves crashed violently, and Xiao found himself standing in an endless sea. The thick pressure in the air made his heart tremble. Within the sea, countless violent energies lurked, filling the entire sea surface as if waiting specifically for Xiao. Faint and eerie forces seemed to be flying and flickering through the air and water, as if a powerful creature had sensed Xiao presence and was gradually awakening. This time, is it the water attribute? Xiao gaze was silent as he swept around, but after finding nothing, he turned his attention fully to the sea. Boom! Suddenly, the center of the previously turbulent sea split open with a massive gap, and from within, a terrifying aura slowly stepped out, accompanied by a booming war drum-like roar. Half-step 7th reincarnation stage. Although the figure had not fully appeared yet, Xiao could already discern the opponent's strength from the surrounding aura. I am Qian, guardian of the prison sea gate. A figure in a dark gray robe emerged from the gap in the sea, surrounded by countless shimmering mysterious water columns that amplified his power to an almost untouchable level. The mere aura was enough to make one shiver in fear. Standing in the gap in the sea, the person had gray hair that exuded a heavy and violent aura, as if it contained a fierce, murderous intent. The person wore a faint smile, his eyes gazing at Xiao with a calm, almost piercing gaze, as though he could see through everything with a simple glance. This person seemed ordinary at first glance, but anyone guarding the final gate would undoubtedly be a formidable opponent. Didn't expect you to still be alive. The gray figure's eyes lingered on Xiao, and he smiled lightly. Do you wish for my death? Instead of rushing to attack, Xiao responded, his tone steady. With a strength at the half-step 7th reincarnation stage, this person was undoubtedly a true powerhouse wherever they went. Perhaps he knew something of importance. It's not that I wish for your death, many people do. Your appearance has already stirred dissatisfaction among many powerful beings. Your actions have made them restless. We are here simply to take your life. Whose orders? If you want to know, defeat me first. The gray figure squinted and smiled, clearly confident in his own strength. Then let's begin. Xiao Yin was surrounded by the powers of thunder and fire attributes, all of which were drawn back into his body. Brilliant tyrant dragon scales emerged, framing his form in a half-dragon, half-human silhouette. The immense, awe-inspiring aura emanating from him was enough to shake the heavens at a mere glance. With the powerful water attribute energy bolstering him, his posture as a formidable force seemed capable of making even the mightiest warriors gasp in awe. Then let's fight. Boom, boom, boom. The gray-clad figure's palm flipped, and suddenly, he raised his hand into the air, pressing down toward Xiao Yin with a quiet, unseen force. At the same time, the surrounding sea erupted with intense auras, and countless energy columns infused with special powers shot out, converging in the sky. Water cages slowly took form in the distance. These water cages were surrounded by powerful, ancient sealing formations. Touching them would result in certain death. It seemed that the powerful figure before Xiao Yin, proficient in water attributes, possessed some unique abilities. Powerful water attribute techniques, huh? Xiao Yan's tyrant dragon scales and water attribute energy began to churn. His eyes, filled with cold killing intent, watched as massive water curtains gathered around him. Pathetic. Looking at Xiao Yan's casually summoned water attribute attack, the gray-clad figure struck down with a single palm. The air was filled with deep, muffled groans as countless water columns and waves erupted in a tidal wave of attacks. Yet no matter how fierce these waves were, they could never truly harm Xiao Yin. Let's end this quickly. Considering the peculiar nature of this void, Xiao Yin was determined to finish things with a lightning strike. Whatever lay ahead was no longer something he needed to worry about. Boom. The arrival of a top-tier water attribute celestial technique made the world around them tremble and crack, even accelerating the disappearance of the opponent's life force. 2 experts at the 6th reincarnation stage, and 1 at the half-step 7th reincarnation stage, paying such a heavy price. What exactly are they after? Having resolved everything here, a shimmering portal began to appear in the sky, a powerful force of spatial energy seemingly guiding Xiao Yin forward. Bring it on. I'll face any challenge. As soon as the words left his mouth, Xiao Yan's figure immediately shot into the portal. In the distance, a chilling aura began to gather, and several powerful figures appeared. Some were surrounded by white or black energy halos, their features bizarre. Cow-headed, horse-faced, long-tongued, strange, eerie creatures. Before them, a dark, glowing portal reflected everything happening around Xiao Yin. Lord of the Netherworld. By doing this, we're undoubtedly declaring war on the Xiao clan. If Xiao Yin finds out, with the power of the Endless Flame Alliance, he could easily launch an assault and wipe out our entire Hell Realm. Among the crowd, some expressed anxiety, their concern palpable. I know. But the extermination of the Xiao clan was already an irreconcilable feud. Do you really think the Xiao clan's descendants will spare us? Xiao Yan's ambition is vast. His threat is even greater than those old immortals of the Xiao clan. If he grows any stronger, none of those who took part in the extermination will escape. The experts from the ancient heavenly palace have prepared for this. If we can't succeed now, it'll be impossible to stop his growth in the future. The one called the Lord of the Netherworld appeared to be the true master of authority within the Hell Realm. Yet, even he could only shake his head slightly, his expression tinged with sorrow. The Xiao clan, is it really finished? The eerie figure in front of them asked, unwilling to give up. Yama, you have overstepped. This is none of your concern. Focus on your duties. I hope so. Back then, Xiao Lingshan single-handedly caused chaos throughout the Hell Realm. The horrific scenes still haunt me. If we can't eliminate Xiao Yin, the disaster will repeat itself. The eerie figure spoke again, his voice trembling with fear. Rest assured, this time he will die. And we have a crucial trump card that will protect the safety of the entire Hell Realm. But, if we reach that point, the future may become even more unpredictable. Beyond the 3 ghost gates lay the end of Hell. After that, a massive, towering building appeared before Xiao Yin in the deepest hell abyss. The building was surrounded by streets and stairs, each radiating a layer of pitch-black light. This light was different from the pure radiance of the sun, nor as evil as the demon's radiance. It resembled that of a true executioner, maintaining the order of this place. Master, what we are doing is wrong. Stop. As long as we explain everything about Xiao Lingshan, I believe with Xiao Yan's nature, he will not destroy the entire Hell Realm. Otherwise, one of the women's eyes were fixed on the figure of Xiao Yin in the image of the lake before her, as she spoke to the elderly woman in front of her. The Hell Realm controls life and death, and it seems no one understands the terror of the Xiao clan better than they do. Every scene Xiao Yin has experienced in his life is clearly recorded within the Hell Realm. A decisive figure like him is undoubtedly far more troublesome than past powerful members of the Xiao clan. With their strength, they are simply unable to resist such a maniac, even if their only opponent in the entire Hell Realm is Xiao Yin alone. Sia, you are mistaken. This battle is inevitable. He is not just declaring war on our Hell Realm. He is declaring war on all the powerful enemies of the Xiao clan. The elderly woman, cloaked in black, shook her head. A brilliant light suddenly shone from her otherwise dim eyes. However, the actions of the Lord of the Realm are too extreme. Take out the mark hidden within the reincarnation fire. If things really reach a point of no return, perhaps only this mark can save the Hell Realm from its wrath. Her voice lacked the usual overwhelming authority of the Hell Realm's ruler, instead filled with a sense of helplessness and weakness. The two were master and disciple, and the figures they referred to were the current Lord and Deputy Lord of the Hell Realm Center, the Lord of the Netherworld and the Earthly Ean Commander. As promised, come out. Having broken through the 3 gates of the Ghost Gate, Xiao Yin entered the very depths of hell. His eyes were filled with intense rage as he stared at the Hell Tower in front of him, where a powerful and hidden aura resided. Even though Xiao Yin yelled, no sound responded from the tower, only an eerie silence. Seeing this, Xiao Yan's body began to emanate dark green vines, which silently consumed and absorbed the surrounding ominous power, feeding it back into his own body. Moments later, Xiao Yin stepped on the devil's vine and slowly ascended into the air. However, the surroundings of the tower were filled with countless eerie ghosts, chilling bones, and other terrifying sights. A sense of dread swept over his mind, as if this place were the true hell itself. His body surged, and soon, a massive hole appeared in the tower in front of him. He leaped into it effortlessly. Upon entering, he saw a vast, empty circular platform. The platform was surrounded by a terrifying aura. Swallow, Devourer Spirit King? Although Xiao Yin had never seen the true form of the Devourer Spirit King, the long dormant flame swallowing technique within him reacted violently to the aura, causing him to exclaim in surprise. Little brat, you shouldn't have come here. On the circular platform, a man, whose body was pierced with countless dark chains, weakly spoke. You are the sinner Xiao Yin? At the edge of the giant circular platform, a figure dressed in silver-white armor spoke. Xiao Yin was unfamiliar with this voice, but from just these few words, he sensed an extremely calm fluctuation, one that was eerily frightening. The raw arrogance that emanated from it seemed innate. This person was the mastermind behind this entire hell trip. The figure moved slightly, and the surrounding energy and elements on the platform began to slowly dissipate. The eerie aura, the slight spatial disturbances, and countless other forces instantly quieted down. Who are you? Xiao Yin glanced at the tortured and bound Devourer Spirit King before turning his attention to the strange figure in front of him, wary. The Devourer Spirit King was incredibly powerful, but he seemed completely bound by some force, his life force rapidly diminishing. The relationship between the Devourer Spirit Clan and the Xiao clan was extraordinary, and no matter what, Xiao Yin had to save him. Who I am doesn't matter. You just need to know, this is the end of your life. The man in silver-white armor glanced indifferently at the Devourer Spirit King. Xiao Yin immediately sensed something and moved in front of the Devourer Spirit King, attempting to shield him. But just as he moved, he saw a subtle gap beneath the Devourer Spirit King's foot, suspended in midair. Looking down at the gap, an endless furnace slowly emerged. Even more startling, between the furnace and the suspended Devourer Spirit King, there was an ethereal soul figure. This was the Devourer Spirit King's soul. His life has only 10 minutes left. What will you choose? Seeing Xiao Yan's darkened expression, the Son of Heaven's smile grew even brighter. The Son of Heaven was not the same as the Son of Light. This was the highest title from the ancient heavenly palace. Only those who reached the peak of the 7th reincarnation stage and earned countless honors could achieve such supreme glory. Xiao Yan, I'm sorry. Looking at the Son of Heaven in the distance, whose body began to emanate countless ancient waves of power, the face of the Devourer Spirit King suddenly filled with self-reproach. He had originally intended to find the Xiao clan and contribute his strength to saving them, but instead, he had fallen into the trap set by the ancient heavenly palace. Senior, what connection do you have with the Xiao clan? A wild madness began to surge in Xiao Yan's eyes. That old immortal, Xiao Yuntian, is my half-brother. The Devourer Spirit King's blood surged, his soul body slowly descending as he let out a wild, earth-shaking laugh. Don't mind me. This guy is a genius of the ancient heavenly palace. It's worth exchanging my life for his. Seeing Xiao Yan remain unmoved, the Devourer Spirit King couldn't help but roar. There's no need to feel guilty. The path of revenge for the Xiao clan begins here. There's no need to exchange life for life. I'll make these people remember the endless fear once dominated by the Xiao clan's power. At that moment, after speaking these words, Xiao Yan's body was instantly enveloped by the endless sacred flame radiance, and his figure plunged downward toward the hell furnace. The people of the Xiao clan were ultimately too merciful, which led to your downfall, but a maddened voice echoed as 3 spheres began spinning in Xiao Yan's palm. An incredibly terrifying energy slowly surged from the top of this world. Thunder, wood, water. 3 completely different energies, quietly fused together, forming a colossal entity that soon loomed in the sky, towering above. Xiao Yan, don't go down there. Seeing Xiao Yan take such decisive action, the Devourer Spirit King felt warmth in his heart. But moments later, his deep eyes suddenly narrowed, and he urgently roared at Xiao Yan, who was descending toward the furnace world below. The fire restrictions within the furnace world were too powerful. Even someone of the Devourer Spirit King's caliber, a fire attribute expert, would feel a chill down their spine if caught in it. This was all part of the ancient heavenly palace and that force's dark conspiracy. They were using their lives to interfere with Xiao Yan, trying to completely erase him here and suppress any hope for the revival of the Xiao clan. There must be some ancient creature dwelling in the furnace below. The restrictive powers there not only consumed his soul bit by bit, but there was also a vast and ancient entity lurking, seemingly waiting, ready to hunt its prey. Has the power of the flames been weakened? Surrounded by sacred flame light and protected by profound soul energy, Xiao Yan continued his descent. However, the deeper he went, the colder he felt, as if a near-death chill was seeping from the furnace world below. No matter how he dove or cast his techniques, it seemed impossible to save the Devourer Spirit King's soul. The distance between them was still too great. This furnace world felt like a strange illusion. With measured steps, Xiao Yan approached the position of the Devourer Spirit King. Countless energies began to dissipate, and a stunning sky curtain suddenly appeared above, unveiling a terrifying giant tiger, 1,000 miles in size, hanging in the heavens, radiating blinding light and energy. Xiao Yan raised his head slightly, and he could clearly sense the familiar fluctuations coming from the giant tiger. That was his power. Gray lightning points, greenwood halos, and clear water waves. Boom! Without hesitation, Xiao Yan's body surged with power, and a brilliant light appeared in his palm. His gaze was filled with determination. The dazzling energy fluctuations, like countless dense stars merging together, almost filled the entire furnace world. With a casual wave, a destructive, world-shattering attack descended. Flames howled, thunder tore everything apart, wood halos rolled, endlessly flourishing, and water waves swept, crushing everything in the furnace. Yet, this terrifying attack was no more than a ripple, easily devoured by the furnace below. The pitch-black light ripples, like waves suddenly spreading on a calm sea, each movement sending a surge of unease into Xiao Yan's heart. What is down there? Xiao Yan furrowed his brow, his full attention focused on the furnace below. He had used the power of 4 attributes to unleash his strongest strike, yet it caused no damage to the furnace below. Sacred flame radiance. As he spoke, the 7 sacred flames within Xiao Yan's body, seemingly guided by some force, began to surge forth in a continuous flow, rapidly converging in front of him. A radiant point of light, piercing through the entire world, gently settled in Xiao Yan's palm, emitting terrifying waves of energy. The moment Xiao Yan gathered the sacred flame, the Son of Heaven sneered lightly. He seemed to be buying time for a certain creature within the furnace below. Dragon God Claw. As he looked at the 3-colored giant claws descending with immense force, Xiao Yan's eyes flashed, and a golden claw materialized out of thin air, meeting the oncoming attack. Boom! The claw, as terrifying as a mountain, instantly pushed Xiao Yan's body downward, toward the furnace below. A more ferocious and violent aura slowly began to rise from below, as if an ancient creature, having slumbered through countless cycles of reincarnation, was gradually awakening. Buzz! Buzz! At this moment, the power of Xiao within Xiao Yan's body, along with the dragon blood of the Golden Dragon King, exploded in unison, emanating an arrogant and unstoppable aura. The source of this overwhelming energy was none other than the furnace below. Black furnace flames shot out recklessly, and a massive creature, so huge that it almost filled the entire sky, suddenly rose into the air. In an instant it soared, swallowing the 3-colored giant tiger above, and a more powerful aura erupted. The creature was as large as a mountain. As it emerged, it almost occupied the entire sky. It seemed that from the moment this being appeared, the very gears of the world began to turn in a bizarre manner, slowly pushing toward the destructive abyss of the furnace. Throughout history, no one has ever managed to release it. I must thank you for this. Looking at the scene, the energy giant shadow above the Son of Heaven's head suddenly stirred. It seemed as though an incredibly powerful creature was slowly descending. Is that the demon dragon? The hellish demon dragon? At this moment, the dark chains around the Devourer Spirit King's body erupted with an unprecedented agitation. A deep sense of shock rose within his heart. Although he knew that the strong individuals within the ancient heavenly palace had countless powerful methods, he never imagined they would use the hellish demon dragon to crush Xiao Yan. The hellish demon dragon was an existence above even the entire Hell Realm. Its power stood at the very top of the Hell Realm's pyramid. Now, what confidence do you have left to fight against me? The Son of Heaven sneered, his voice carrying the madness of a truly insane person. The strength of the hellish demon dragon was comparable to the true 8th reincarnation stage. Moreover, it possessed immunity to fire-based powers. Combined with the peak strength of his own 7th reincarnation stage, even Xiao Yan, with his 7 types of sacred flames and 4 attributes, had no chance to resist him. His plans for the Hell Realm had been prepared flawlessly. Xiao Yan did not respond. Instead, he leaped and returned to the side of the Devourer Spirit King. He had intended to rescue the Devourer Spirit King, but he keenly noticed that the chains seemed to be bound with the soul entity below. Both had to be destroyed together. Otherwise, if he acted recklessly, the entity below would be instantly destroyed, both in body and spirit. He lifted his gaze to the world above the clouds, and a deafening roar resounded, sending a wave of terror through Xiao Yan's heart. Demon dragon, lie in wait beneath my feet. Let us destroy this bastard together. The energy in the clouds above began to churn rapidly, and the Son of Heaven's frenzied voice became grander, reverberating in the heart. Damn it! 7 flames annihilation. Looking at the dire situation, even though he knew his actions were insignificant, Xiao Yan still pressed the 7-colored lotus seed he had been nurturing in his palm toward the hellish demon dragon in the clouds above. Growl. As the 7 sacred flames fused into an overwhelming attack, it exploded with unimaginable force. However, the destructive power only resulted in a deafening explosion within the clouds. The clouds parted slightly, revealing glimpses of the hellish demon dragon. Its black scales were covered in intricate and mysterious patterns, and the attack seemed to stir a faint ripple of energy on its body, but no injury appeared. Xiao Yan's throat tightened, and the shock in his heart was beyond words. Even the mighty sacred flames, after fusing into 7, failed to harm the hellish demon dragon. It didn't cause any substantial damage. The hellish demon dragon, in life, once served one of the 9 great dragon kings, the eternal blazing flame dragon king. For countless years, it followed the fire dragon king to wage wars across the lands, receiving the fire dragon king's true teachings. However, it was eventually seduced by some sinister individuals who sought power. After an intense pursuit, the fire dragon king reluctantly killed it, leaving only a trace of life that escaped and perished. But now, it has been rescued by the strong of the Hell Realm. The Devourer Spirit King looked up at the hellish demon dragon rolling in the clouds above. Its body continuously churned in the sky, sending waves of heavy, oppressive energy that weighed on one's heart. On its body, even with countless layers of clouds separating them, Xiao Yan's gaze still managed to catch sight of the hellish demon dragon's body. The souls of the dead, the ghosts, shadows containing eerie and sinister power began to emerge one after another. Countless strange auras from the Hell Realm now engulfed the demon dragon's body, making its presence even more terrifying and evil. Even after being empowered by this force, the Hell Demon Dragon's temperament underwent a complete transformation. Using the countless souls of the unreborn wandering spirits from the Hell Realm to refine its power, it has truly undergone a fundamental change. These people are incredibly malicious. Now, even with just the power of the fire attribute, not even the sacred flame can cause it substantial harm. The Devourer Spirit King shook his head. Being well versed in the ancient past, he immediately saw through the true nature of the power at play. Xiao Yan didn't respond to the Devourer Spirit King. His gaze was fixed on the increasingly wild-smiling Son of Heaven and the demon dragon's body swaying carelessly. The noble bloodline of the Golden Dragon King within him began to stir uncontrollably. His bloodline surged. The overwhelming aura of the Golden Dragon King gradually unfolded, unleashing an extremely glorious power, like a wild sandstorm, stirring the very heavens and earth. Under this power, Xiao Yan's sacred flame and demonic forces settled into a brief stillness. The power left behind after the Golden Dragon King's bloodline refinement. Xiao Yan, you must leave. You are the last hope of the Xiao clan. If you fall here, I won't be able to explain it to Xiao Yuntian. I will hold them off for you. Moments later, the aged face of the Devourer Spirit King suddenly shimmered with a halo, and a fierce, maddened fluctuation surged out. Clearly, with such a mighty figure at the 8th reincarnation stage, even if fully restrained, the energy released during self-destruction would be enough to deeply move the Son of Heaven. However, the Devourer Spirit King was the supreme ruler of the Devouring Spirit Clan. If this individual were to fall here, the position of the Devouring Spirit Clan would undoubtedly change dramatically, possibly even submitting to the center of the human realm. Senior, just watch. This is my fight. At this moment, a surge of masculine fury ignited in Xiao Yan's eyes. It seemed that at this instant, Xiao Yan understood. The reason why the ancient heavenly palace sacrificed the lives of 3 powerful beings was to seize the 3 elemental attributes within him, thereby better controlling him. Water, thunder, and wood attributes had been injected into the Hell Demon Dragon's body by the Son of Heaven using special means. The demon dragon already possessed immunity to the sacred flame, and now, its body was filled with 4 attributes, making it nearly invincible against Xiao Yan. Boom! Suddenly, the clouds above the sky began to churn violently. The massive body of the Hell Demon Dragon swung fiercely, as if it had stirred the very space and energy of the world. After the Hell Demon Dragon was rescued by the Lord of the Hell Realm, only a final trace of its origin remained. Now, After being infused with so many forces, it seemed to have transformed into a strange beast that only knew slaughter. However, the demon dragon in the sky stiffened as though it had been struck by some kind of pressure from its bloodline and soul. The hell demon dragon's body began to tremble. It seemed that this seemingly insignificant human, weak as an ant, carried an overwhelming aura of terror. This aura seemed to trace back to an existence from long ago, one powerful enough to rival the divine abode. The might of the Dragon Clan, the Golden Dragon King. Indeed, a beast. Kill him. Seeing this, the madness in the Son of Heaven's eyes slightly lessened. He raised his palm, and a dark pattern burned fiercely on it, the image of a dragon, dark as ink, forming within. The Son of Heaven naturally didn't realize that the Hell Demon Dragon had sensed a terrifying aura from Xiao, who had directly used a forceful method to attempt control over it. Having paid such a heavy price to use the Demon Dragon's power to annihilate Xiao, the ancient heavenly palace would never allow all of this to be in vain. Dragon Taming Talisman? The Devourer Spirit King was shocked. Suddenly, the three great disturbances in the sky quieted. A beam of jet-black light descended, its fierce aura like that of a true executioner, silently falling. A dark, mysterious figure swooped down, its massive body seemingly filling the entire void outside the pavilion, and the entire world was filled with a suffocating black fog. This dark aura wasn't like the evil fluctuations of the extraterritorial evil clan or demonic energy, but instead emanated an extraordinary, awe-inspiring, and ominous presence. Boom! In the eyes of the Hell Demon Dragon, a rebellious black light filled its pupils. A massive dragon character appeared within, and its body now seemed to have lost its soul, becoming nothing but a soulless walking corpse. It was now being controlled, for attributes restrained. Now, how can you struggle against me? In the eyes of the Son of Heaven, a nearly maddened wave of energy began to surge. This battle did not even require his intervention to be perfectly resolved. The world knew the overwhelming power of Xiao, but how could someone as weak as him ever hope to fight the Hellish Demon Dragon? When the Hellish Demon Dragon was hunted by the Fire Dragon King, its strength was only at the 6th reincarnation stage. It was then rescued by the Lord of the Hell Realm, who secretly helped heal its injuries, even going as far as to expend countless resources from the Hell Realm. Now, the dragon had finally been nurtured into an extraordinary magical beast capable of rivaling those at the 8th reincarnation stage. In this world, control would always lie in the hands of those who dared to seize it. The foolish, stagnant ones would ultimately be eradicated by the tides of the old era. What the Son of Heaven needed to do now was simple. Wait. Quietly wait. Wait for the Hellish Demon Dragon to behead Xiao, drain all his essence and blood, and for the Son of Heaven to send Xiao's corpse back to the Endless Flame Alliance. His name would then echo throughout the entire Great Thousand Worlds. Xiao, the heir of the Xiao clan? In the end, he was nothing but a complete fool, a mere stepping stone to establish the Son of Heaven's position and fame.